What do you think Indianapolis was able to do against him, or was it just him struggling tonight?
Well, they got a good lineup, but he just wasn't sharp, and made some mistakes, and they took advantage of it.
And with your lineup tonight, it seemed like weren't able to get runners on a lot of positions and not able to draw walks. It seems like Jackson was being aggressive with that strike zone on the mound. What made him so effective?
Yeah, we gave up a lot of walks, and I don't know how many we had, but we didn't take many. But he was throwing a lot of strikes. He had a comfortable lead to work with. He did a good job. It's a good lineup.
In a game like this where you guys fall behind by a lot early, do you kind of take a different mentality, maybe try and get some of the guys maybe in the bullpen some more work?
Well, we didn't have a lockdown there, so we tried to get some innings out of Randy tonight. But I just wanted the bats well. We made a mistake, we paid for it. Just couldn't make enough quality pitches.
With guys like Sanchez and obviously Polanco, who could be called up any day now, playing against pro guys like that, is that a point of emphasis in the game plan beforehand that we need to be careful with these guys? They had some success tonight.
Well, Polanco's a guy. You don't want to beat you. Obviously he's a good hitter, and you're not going to completely shut him down. You just got to try to keep him, keep him under control. But again, we just did pitch well, and they just won the bats well.
And what do you have to do to get it back tomorrow? Or who do you have on the mound tomorrow?
Jordan. Yeah. Well, we feel pretty good with him going out there tomorrow. He's pitched well, had a real good start in Buffalo. And this team is very resilient, and I'm sure they'll bounce back well.
Are there some things that you want Jordan to work on? I know that you said he's been pitching well. The numbers might not necessarily show that, but is there something that you want him to kind of key on for tomorrow's game?
No, I think just go out there and throw strikes and use all his pitches and be able to locate and change speeds and execute pitches against real good lineup.